All right, everybody, so welcome back. So today is the day we're going to be bluing the Model 70 Winchester barreled action. So I save you guys all the time. I de-blued it, and I degreased it, de-blued it, and I polished all the surfaces here. So what I have it is, I have it in a checkering jig, as you can see right there. I have that set up so that'll be easy for me to turn the barreled action around and make things easier for us. So we're going to be using Birchwood Casey Super Blue and Birchwood Casey Cleaner Degreaser. With this, I use basic cotton round swabs, and then I have a container here of distilled water. Then I have some rags, cotton rags. If you don't have the cleaner degreaser, you can use acetone. Acetone works just fine. But for the sake of this video, I'll use the Birchwood Casey cleaner degreaser. Oh, and you're going to need 4/0 steel wool. So we'll start out with a cleaner degreaser. Pull on a rag and make even strokes across. And I want this barrel to action to be like a dark luster blue, and that's what the Super Blue is going to do. It's going to achieve that finish, and I've used Super Blue a lot, so we'll be able to get it. So I'm just degreasing the whole surface. So best thing to do is put some of the cleaner degreaser in a little container so you don't contaminate the bottom of it. So I'm making sure I get all the surfaces here. So everything's going to be clean. And we're going to be wiping it off. So I'm going to finish doing this and then we'll be right back. All right, so degrease the whole gun, and then you have to wash it off with clean water, wipe it off, dry it off. And that's what I like about the acetone. You don't have to do that. So I'm thinking I'm going to just go back to the acetone. So now I'm going to use the Super Blue. Shake this stuff up. And I'm always wearing safety glasses when I do this job because I don't want chemicals in my eyes. Same thing, take a cotton swab, and then you let it soak up, and then wring it out. Now you want to make even strokes with this. And you're probably watching it change in the video there. And the steel wool, what the steel wool does is, so it takes all the marks out, so you can buff it. I want to get all this. And I'm going to do as many coats as it takes to get the color that I want. And it's probably going to be at least 6 coats, maybe more. Because what it looks like right now is this color. It looks like it's color case hardened. And I don't want that. Although color case hardening is cool. And you can really tell what steel absorbs it really well. The receiver does like it, but it doesn't like it as much as the actual barrel. In some parts, you might actually, with this gun, I have to probably just take it out of the jig and then touch up some spots. So I'm making sure I get all the spots really good, cover them, nice even strokes. And if it doesn't look like it's coming out right, you're going to be hitting it with more after you let this sit for a couple minutes. So we're going to let that sit, and we'll be right back. All right, so we've let it sit for a minute. Now we're going to rinse with cold water. So what I do is I soak this rag and then run this over. Then I'll rotate the barreled action. You want it to go 30 seconds. I let it go for a minute. And so now what we've done is we've wiped it down with water. You've got steel wool you need to use still. This I want to keep out of the way. Take a dry cloth. You want to dry it off now. And I'm wearing latex gloves. If you can't use latex gloves, get some vinyl gloves. But you want to keep your fingerprints off of this, because if you don't, you're going to ruin the finish. You're going to have fingerprint smudges, and trust me, I learned that the hard way when I first learned how to blue guns. And I was very upset with myself. It wasn't like it was a customer's, it was mine. It was my single shot 12 gauge I had. It was a New England Firearms that a friend of mine gave me. And the bluing was horrible, probably because he left it outside for like 6 weeks while he was gone. So that could explain it. So now that it's done, it's dried. Now I'm going to use acetone this time. Degrease the whole thing. But first, I want to take the steel wool. In any spots like right in here, it's a little bright. Take the steel wool and buff everything. And because you're using steel wool, it's going to leave little fibers. That's why you're going to degrease it again. So we'll set that right there. Now I'm going to get the acetone out. Like I said, I'd rather use acetone because you don't have to dry it up after. Get another cotton swab. Wipe this on, and it dries within seconds. That's what I like about acetone. Smells really bad. But, and you know, I had someone ask me, can you use nail polish remover? Well, there's acetone in it, but no, you don't want to do that. No, you don't want to use brake cleaner, acetone, or the cleaner degreaser. Don't use brake cleaner. I've seen people do it. It's alcohol. It works, but I think it leaves streaks in the metal. So don't do that if you want a good finish. Close the acetone up. So now, did that. I've got a little cup here to hold all my dirty, used cotton swabs. Make sure my mic's still on. Last time I did a video, it shut off on me and I was not happy. Another cotton swab. Same thing again. Even strokes. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's turning real dark. In this gun, I don't have a gun. I mean, I have a gun broker account, but I don't sell guns on Gun Broker. I did once, and I got burned on a deal. The guy complained and said the gun wasn't what he wanted, and I think I got taken for a scam. But Gun Broker helped me out with it, and they fixed everything. So, oh no. It was Arms List. I have a Gun Broker account. Arms List. That's what it was. And I was not happy, but it got taken care of, fixed. So here we go. And it's starting to get really dark blue. And that's what I want. And sorry this video has taken so long to come out. I've been so busy this summer with stuff. I just haven't had time to actually do it. And I've been working on the stock, so I've been adding a new coat once a week. So I want that to look really good. So I'm going to let this set, and then we'll be right back. All right, so before I bring the camera back to facing me, I wanted to show you why we have steel wool. So if you see these, this is like the imperfections of the metal when you're bluing. Sometimes you get a little bit more in a spot than the other. So what you do is you take your steel wool after you've dried it, and it cleans it up. It buffs it out. So you have that mess right there. There it is. And now you guys have the gist of how this is done. I'm just going to keep bluing, doing coats, and then get the finished product. All right, everybody, there you have it. So that is it. I just put the oil to it. Got the oil all on there. And what the oil does is it keeps it from bluing. So what will happen is, even though you wipe it down with water and stuff, the oil will stop the activation process of the bluing. So you can use REM oil, which works fine. If you don't have REM oil, WD-40 works. I know a lot of people are probably thinking, well, you don't use WD-40 on guns. You can use it on them. It's been used on guns for a long time. So this is a project that is done now. And the next thing we have to do is redo the hardware. So the trigger assembly, right here, the trigger guard, and the follower part for the magazine latch. These all need to be wire wheeled, polished, and then redone. And basically it's an enamel paint. It's going to be a gloss black. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I have. So I'm going to consider this one done. So a lot of you guys probably have been waiting for it, like I said, and here it is. Soon we'll put some gold inlay on the lettering, the serial number, and the back of the side of the receiver where it says Winchester, make it a little nicer. So yeah, so thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Of course I was going to do a close-up. Came out really good. Thanks for watching, guys.